Hello everyone. Welcome back to this channel. On this occasion, we're once again going to discuss several leaks that I've managed to find and that I think are quite interesting to talk about. As usual, this information comes from sources that are considered fairly credible. But before we get into the discussion, running out of Stellar Jade and Honkai starrail? Don't worry, there's a more budget-friendly solution. Now you can top up in-game safely, quickly, and at a lower price through U7 Buy. And it's not just Honkai starrail, other games are available too, all in one place. Still not sure? No problem. You can check U7 Buy's reviews directly on Trustpilot, so it's transparent and trustworthy. For comparison, 80 oniric shards cost around $100 in the official store, but on U7 Buy, it's much cheaper. The process is also instant. Just select your server, enter your UID, and the balance is delivered straight to your account, no hassle. Don't forget to use code BOOM for a 5% discount. And if you spend $80 per month on U7 Buy, you can even get the Express Supply Pass for just 1 cent. Yeah, it's basically free. Click the link in my description or pinned comment to visit U7 Buy. Alright, now let's move on to the main topic. In the previous video, we talked about a major change that shocked the community, namely the claim that Silver Wolf SP would replace Evania as the anniversary main push character. This time, our discussion will still focus on these two characters. However, instead of talking about banner placement or anniversary positioning, we'll be discussing something far more crucial from a gameplay perspective, their roles. And as you might expect, this information once again comes from Anon Leaks. Before directly discussing the roles of Silver Wolf SP and Evania, there is one additional piece of important information from Anon Leaks regarding character releases from version 4.0 to 4.2. In one of his posts, Anon Leaks explained that up to version 4.2, most new characters are Elation. He emphasized that until version 4.2, the majority of newly released characters will follow the Elation path. After version 4.2, the number of Elation characters will decrease, and only a few Elation characters will remain until the end of version 4.x. If we summarize this, versions 4.0 to 4.2 can be seen as a period where Hoyoverse is actively pushing and introducing the Elation path ecosystem into the game's meta. The word most is important here, because it doesn't mean that all characters in those versions are Elation, only the majority. As a result, versions 4.0 to 4.2 could be a very important window for players who are interested in building Elation teams. On the other hand, this also raises an important question. Is this truly a great opportunity to pull Elation characters, or is it actually bait? With that broader context in mind, let's move on to the main discussion, the roles of Silver Wolf SP and Evania. At this point, it's fairly common knowledge that both characters will follow the Elation path. However, since this is Elation, the path alone is not enough to determine a character's function in a team. What matters far more is their role, whether they act as a main DPS, sub-DPS, support, or even a sustain unit. This is where the latest leak from Anon Leaks becomes quite surprising. In his post, Anon Leaks explicitly stated that Evania is an Elation main DPS, and even more surprisingly, Silver Wolf SP is also an Elation main DPS. In other words, these two characters not only share the same path, but also the same role. Both function as the primary damage dealer in a team. This has major implications for team composition. Anon Leaks even added his own commentary, saying that two main DPS will have bad performance if they are in the same team. This statement reinforces a general principle. Having two main DPS units in one team usually prevents both from reaching their full potential. As a result, it is very likely that Silver Wolf SP and Evania are not designed to be played together in the same team. They might still fit into similar team, but they would likely replace each other as the main DPS rather than coexist. In other words, players will probably have to choose between Evania or Silver Wolf SP as their main DPS, instead of running both at the same time. However, this situation also raises another interesting question. With Silver Wolf SP now being labeled as the anniversary main push character, does that mean she will have stronger overall gameplay performance compared to Evania? On the other hand, this situation also feels somewhat strange, since Hoyoverse would be releasing two main DPS characters in the same version, which is not a very common design choice. Alternatively, it's possible that Anon Leaks may have misinterpreted the information he received, and that one of these two characters is actually intended to be a sub-DPS instead. Unfortunately, as of now, we don't have more detailed information to confirm or deny that possibility. Alright, that's where we'll end today's discussion. So what do you think about this latest leak? Does it make sense for Silver Wolf SP and Evania to both be Elation main DPS? Or do you think there will be major changes later on? Feel free to share your thoughts, opinions, and speculations in the comments below. Don't forget to share this information with your friends who also play Honkai StarRail, and make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future updates and discussions. See you in the next one.